but we're gonna start with the mango sorbet. So we're gonna have a little pot and we're gonna boil 150 grams of sugar with 150 milliliters of water to make our simple syrup. This is gonna be part of the sorbet. We're gonna have a nice fresh fruit, fresh mango blended, but then together with our simple syrup, and we're gonna churn that up in the ice cream maker. Really simple to make. You can vary in the fruits. You can do it with raspberries, strawberries, bases always stay the same. I like 25% sugar. So in this specific case, we have our 450 grams of mango puree. We're gonna have 150 grams of sugar, 150 milliliters of water. We're gonna have a little bit of Cointreau. That alcohol is gonna reduce the freezing temperature, so it's gonna stay nice and soft, and it's also gonna give us a nice little kick. We're gonna have to bring this to a boil. We're gonna have to reduce the heat rapidly because we wanna mix it up together with the mangoes, and we wanna be making that in the ice cream maker as fast as possible. When you're doing this dessert, it's actually quite a good idea to make your sorbet in advance, because this is something that takes a little bit of time. It sometimes takes about 30 to 40 minutes to really churn your ice cream, but you also wanna cook the simple syrup. You wanna reduce that heat back down all the way to room temperature before you're mixing it in with your mangoes and putting it in the ice cream maker. I'm gonna mix it a little bit, make sure that that sugar doesn't stick to the bottom and it doesn't start to caramelize. Now it doesn't have to boil completely, but we want to make sure that all the sugar is dissolved. Once it becomes really nice and clear, I'm gonna hang the pot over a little bit of cold water just to get the temperature back down. And that's about enough. We'll have another pot with cold water where this one sits in, so it will cool down nice and quickly. In the meantime, we'll have our mango, 450 grams, and we're gonna be spinning that in the blender till it's completely nice and smooth, till a smooth puree. Want to be adding a little bit of lime juice, give a nice freshness to the sorbet. Cut it in half, you can just squeeze it in. You want to use a whole lime. It's going to really bring a real nice freshness and acidity to the sorbet. That together with the sugar and a little bit of alcohol is going to give you a really nice punchy ice cream. I'm going to throw in a little dash of Cointreau. Now I want to blend that really well for at least like a minute or two to make sure that that whole mango is completely smooth and completely perfect. We'll leave it like this for now. We're cooling down our simple syrup, and once that has reached a nice temperature, we're going to be adding it in together, give it one more spin, and then it's ready to go in the ice cream maker. Okay, now the simple syrup is cooled down, we can add it to the mango, give it a quick spin, and that is ready to go. Now, some of you will have an ice cream maker at home, some might not, some have one like me, or there's other ones that you can put the freezing element in the freezer. If you have one like that, make sure that the day in advance or the day before you put that freezing element in your freezer, because that needs to be absolutely frozen to bits. It's also really good to make sure that your mango sorbet mixture is as cold as can be, specifically if you have an ice cream maker that has the frozen element in the freezer. This one specifically works on a compressor, so it's actually quite fine to put it in at room temperature. So in our case, we're just gonna pour it in, we're gonna start churning it, and we'll get back in 40 minutes and see how we are with the ice cream. We're gonna take a nice big scoop of our mango sorbet, and there's only one way to really do that. And there you go.